One of my favorite games again. Did you know that this meat could save your life? It's been tried, true, and tested numerous times. Ah, okay. Just gotta send my live to the homies, let them know I'm live. I don't know if they get my. I shouldn't have to do that. They get my notifications, I think, because they follow me on YouTube. Maybe I like to remind them sometimes, just kind of push it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I gotta put my link here on Instagram as well. Did I even? Gotta make sure I do the right link because I think I have one from. I have a link from the other day too. Sure. Copy. Boom. There we go. Probably sent the wrong link the other day. Now I think about it. Okay. Gotta let people know and say check it. Check it. Like messing around with language and yeah, I don't put no arrows and stuff. I just leave it keep it simple. I'm kind of a busy man. I wanna move a little fast. Maybe I should take some more time and be less lazy, and I can get get better results. Oh well. Hey, who's this? Someone's in here. May not be someone I know. I don't know who it be. Who's this? This meat could save your life. Okay. Hmm. Look how many times Meat Boy's been saved by his own self. Alright. Now we already know he saved his girlfriend plenty of times. So that's not what we're representing here today. We're gonna represent how many times let's see if I can save myself by not dying at all through 20 of these levels. And I can't promise you that because it's just trial and error up the ass. Oh, look at that. That happens. I don't think I think I die on the first go of the first level of this chapter at least. Not that often. Sometimes I just make it the second time. I rarely do it the first time though. More than half the time I would say I screw up. Oh, but in this game, I'm not trying to speedrun it, but you know, like I said earlier, I got things to do, and I don't want to take too much time if I can help it. So, and you know, repetition's cool and all, but I don't know. I want to do something else. You know, give this a good 30 minutes to an hour. Just kind of practice. But I want to be fast, but not too fast, so I'd mess up. I gotta get used to being comfortable on how fast I go. Sometimes I try new things too to see if like I can recognize my understanding of the character better, so I can have more room and range to get through certain things. Like, can't really do that in certain parts of this game. Like, the beginning, for example, there's more than one way to get through the beginning of that first part of that level, the first level I was on. But if you're going to that little gap, there's no leeway there. Literally, it's a pixel. I mean, it's just like you have to be pretty much frame perfect. There's not really anything. I mean, it's not completely pixel perfect, but enough to where, you know, you gotta make sure you have a consistent pattern. Hello, friend. Welcome. So far, I'm not saving anybody's life with his meat, but I mean, he always comes back, so I mean, can't really argue against it either. Ah, I felt that one. My microphone's too far from my mouth. Yeah. You gotta wiggle it a little bit. Ah. I think oh. I think I need that key. Yeah, that's screwed up. Oh. I feel like I'm fooling around too much. Gotta get more serious. So I'm seriously trying to get this trophy. I'm gonna be the happiest man on the planet when I finally get this trophy. I know I have what it takes. Like, there's levels that I'm way more consistent. There's levels that I thought were maybe the most difficult level out of all the 20 on this chapter. That I'm trying to beat this chapter, by the way, without dying. It's 20 straight levels. You can use any character, any order of the 20. As long as you beat all of them at some point without dying. You know, so as long as all the boxes check, and you don't die in those 20 boxes. I don't know why. I'm so used to. I want to get used to Meat Boy, and I am already used to him. He's the default like kind of character for anything really. Like, you don't need any other characters for anything in this game. I don't believe. Maybe there's arguably an item that you can only get with certain characters, but you know, since he's default, and also, I don't know. I just feel better. I'm not saying it's cheating and it's wrong. These are the characters. It feels like I feel more like I earned. I feel like I've earned my. Personally, I feel like I would earn it more if I just only use Meat Boy to get this reward. Dang. sometimes I'll even, just so it's not too repetitive, I'll just say like, hey, I'll do the last, out of 20, I'll do the last 10 levels, last 5 levels, and get like, it just changes it up a little and makes it more comfortable, and still get my practice in. That's why I'm good at like a level that was like the hardest for a while. Now it's like actually I never die in it. I finally found the key. Some levels are just really long. Those are see that one's short. The other one. Some levels are just long, or it's tricky. Whether some of them are long and tricky, some of them are just long, and then other ones have like complicated, you know, very frame perfect or complicated, you know, timing. Something's complicated. But this used to be the hardest level for me on this chapter. I never looked forward to it. Now it's like a piece of cake. I found the perfect pattern for me. This one too, I've been pretty consistent in. I feel like I could still mess that up, but I've been pretty dang consistent. It's good. The last levels are normally the hardest, so I'm really confident I'm gonna get this trophy. I would assume by the end of next week, if I'm being realistic, if I'm consistent enough. We'll have to see about that. So, that was cool. I'm gonna do these last levels here. Hello, viewer. I haven't got any comments yet. I don't know who these viewers are. I mean, they're obviously from YouTube, because I think people that join through PlayStation, which is what I'm streaming on, they don't register. They can send comments, though. Who is this person? Come forth. Give us your name. Identify yourself. This used to be the hardest level for me in this, like, chapter. Now, I don't die anymore on it. I bet you I can do it again and again. I'm so happy. Because that's one level I don't have to worry about. Like, once I don't have to worry about a level anymore, it's like, we're Gucci. Even if I completely ruin this trophy, and that was the level, I'm just like, I'm not mad, you know? Was that 1 out of, 20% chance? I mean, or, sorry, 1 out of, like, 10% chance? You know, I just was nervous. Somebody, please. Oh, I've been getting pretty good at this one too. I want to see if I can consistently get through the last 5 levels. Sort of just what I chose. That's good, then I know I'll be good for the rest of the remainder. Or for the last 5. Okay. Yeah, see, like, this one's not long. I don't really care for the long levels. But this one's just... it's long enough. I just want to get to the next one already. Because you have to wait. Like, they really make sure that you have to take your sweet time. There's an easier way to get her too, but I have to take, just to be extra careful, I must take longer. See, even, I don't know, maybe I can practice getting better at that. Let's see. I should probably just do that. Or not be lazy and or impatient, rather. Let's see. I'll try it. Also, well, yeah, what I should have done is jump over the, should have done this instead. It's just so risky. I used to do it like that. Ugh. That was very sad to watch. So what do you think of this game? Have you played it? Are you scared to play it? Try that. I don't know who's watching, whether it's someone I know or not. I mean, if it's someone I know, I'm sure you could text me, buddy. Come on. Come on, homie. But, man, I hold 16th in the world for one of the levels on here, PlayStation. But it's so difficult to shrink that time. I'm literally milliseconds. I'm like 50, 40 milliseconds away from the record. I think I'm like 40 milliseconds away, which is redonkulous. It's absolutely insane. It's like really insane. Cause I'm on the same second as the guy, you know. I'm 17 seconds, I think. No, 7 seconds. He also has 7 seconds, but I am just a few milliseconds away. So it's kind of crazy that we beat it in the same second. It's like absolutely insane. Try not to die here. Gosh. You gotta be consistent. Especially if you're trying to get the trophy for this game. It's just much easier. And you never know, like some of these, sometimes the timing is crazy, like you never know when these missiles are gonna fire. Because you're not paying enough attention to it in this particular moment here. It's like, I gotta go. But if you have a consistent vibe, I mean, they always start at the same moment, at the same point, so you're good. I'm not gonna die on this one. I never die on this one. Not anymore, at least. Timing is really important in this game. See, now that would be the best time to jump there, because then you got that. And there's like so much strategy. And I let that, if you touch that one block that was blocking the missile, of course I would have gotten killed. Should have made my odds of dying even greater. This one's literally just timing for the most part and kind of just understanding the character. Because I never do like a consistent thing with that. I just kind of jump around. There's another level on this chapter that's like that, where I just sort of have a, it's sort of a consistent pattern, but you don't always have to do it the exact same way. As long as you just know how to dodge, you know. Ooh. Yeah, I want to just get these 4 out of the way without dying. And I'll probably do, if I do that, I'll just jump from 11, I don't know if that counts if I even beat it, but regardless, I'll figure it out if I get all of them done. You know, oh shit, I gotta redo this one again. But I'm just gonna do 16 through 20 without dying. If I do beat those, I'll do 11 through 15. I don't know why. I always was that way too with like schoolwork or like a test in school. I'd always prefer to just start with the last questions. I always felt better that way because everybody else, nobody's at the. It's just a weird psychological trick. Everybody, it doesn't really make a difference. It just feels better for me knowing that I'm starting at the point where no one has reached yet instead of starting where everyone else is. I almost feel like I'm already there, kind of. It makes no sense, but I don't know, it just feels good. Because I feel like I don't know, I feel like, plus it's always, you always start at on the first question. It's just normal. So, I feel like special, kind of just starting at the end. I feel like I'm in a different place that I've ever been and anyone else has. I don't know how many, you know, do you do that? One viewer, have you ever done that before? Oh, come on. I'm just gonna beat this and try it again. Like, I'm constantly perfecting, like, the sort of way, the normal tactic of beating a level in this game, but I'm always trying out new things every once in a while to see if maybe I prefer that one, and, you know, I can have more options, and just also, like, it would help me understand the character better. Okay, so we can do this. I just have to leave, baby. Alright. So how is your day going? Do you believe in me? Viewer? Yeah, this one's way too easy. I feel way too comfortable on this one here. This is great. Oh, this one. I should stop losing. This one's actually really easy. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, this one I'm only going to lose on if I'm nervous. I'm not nervous enough. It's just, I'm way too oh, come on! You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to beat the last 3, and then I'm going to beat the last 3 without dying. What's going on? See, all it takes is a little bit of nervousness. Even the level you're consistent in. But I'm going to beat the last 3 without dying. And then, what's wrong? My brain is so fogged up. And then, like I'm just not thinking. Oh my god. The last 3 without dying. Whew. And I'll just start from like level 11. Just as I feel like it. And again, it goes back to that psychological thing. Like, I feel less annoyed and stressed. That's why I do that too. You know, I start at a different point of the test because it just feels like unique and different. Because again, it doesn't matter what test you take, even if it's a test that you've never taken before and the subject's completely new to you, it's still like, it kind of makes sense too when you think about it because, you know, I mean, it doesn't, but it sort of does, that you're, I don't know if it counts here, but at least in the test, the last, oh, I'll get these like two, I'll get these two real quick. But the last two questions of the test are the most recent thing that you've studied. So that is probably also, I mean, that's not why I do it, I don't think. I just like starting from the bottom, you know? Now we're here. That's how I feel about it, brother. I just gotta get this one. I can do it. Okay. No. I already beat this one. I'm gonna try it anyway. What? Oh my god, the sequence messed up. Because I paused it and I didn't know that that's what happens. It just jogged my memory because it's been so long since I've seen something like that happen in this game. Oh man. I gotta redo all this. Ah, okay. That's what I get. I'm gonna start at level 11 the next time though. So you remember where I like started not dying, started to stop dying. Please get to this one. I know I can do it. Ah! How do I normally get to this one? Do I just like time it, right? God, timing's wild in this game. Like, it's so... Like, what makes this game hard is the physics and the timing. If you understand the physics and the timing, you're a god at this game. You're a god at this game. But it's really tough to master that. I'm gonna start at level 11. Oh, this is another one where, like, timing is important, but you can kind of, like, you don't have to be perfect, but if you're off even a little bit, sometimes it can really screw you up. This one's all about the physics. Mostly. Ah! This one's, you know, it's all timing and physics for the most part. Yeah, especially when it comes to this chapter. But, like, some chapters are more, like, long, drawn out. Like, one of the last chapters before the final boss chapter. How do they call it? Like, the dead zone or something. But, it's, for the rigs. I don't remember. That chapter has a lot of long drawn out stuff in it, you know. This one, it's more about sort of timing and physics. I'd say the hospital is more about, like, precision. Oh sweet, we're back here, that feels good. The hospital is more about, like, precision. Hell? Oh my god. Forget it. Hell's whack. I'll take this one fuck up. guys. We're just going to... Ah! I can't tell if it's just me or if it's like... I think it's just me. Like, sometimes it takes longer to get out of that little pocket, but I feel like I move the same way all the time. I will never get people. I don't care how many games you've platinum. I will never understand people who platinum this game and have way less deaths than me. Because even the process of platinum it means that you still did the same thing I did to get more deaths than they did to platinum it, which is getting everything in the game and you know, all that stuff. So I just don't understand, like, there's no way you can tell me that there's just not people out there that have different, like, mindsets, different brains, different, like, ways of thinking and feeling. You know, like, there's definitely people that have they have, like, I don't know, they have it all, like, patience, like, they're not thinking about, like, they're not really thinking about everything. They're so focused on the game that they're not letting life distract them. That might be why, like, some people can just platinum games. Like, some people were straight up meant to platinum. Maybe I can develop that as a human being. It should help me in life in general if I start platinum games. I don't fucking know. It's tough to tell. I can't tell. I envy those people so strongly though. Like, in a way, I'm not saying that they don't feel amazing platinum this game. They probably feel so incredible, but I honestly believe that the feeling I'm gonna get when I platinum this game is like no other feeling that those people don't get. Like, it's normal. This is probably just like normal, natural to them. This right here, this is gonna feel like personal. Like, that right there is just normal. You know? Like, every video Mr. Beast makes is pretty incredible, and especially when he probably feels that, right? But he does so many insanely incredible videos that I don't think he feels the same level of accomplishment as if he made like a video. If he made like one video, if a YouTuber made a video like his once a year instead of like 10 a year or whatever, how many big videos he makes, the level of accomplishment they're gonna feel is so legendary. Versus if it's way too consistent and too easy. Like, it's just too consistent, easy to, you know. So that's why challenge is important. You know, hopefully there's a game out there that's just so curdlingly difficult to platinum. I thought this would be it, but man, I mean, some people it just comes easy. I don't know. It's kind of scary. Somebody's gotta make something harder, dude. Like, mix and match all the things that make a game difficult. You know, timing, physics, precision. Add like gun physics in there, platform physics. Like, just put a bunch of games in one. Like, there's even like gambling or something in there. There's like luck. There's math in the game. You have to have like an understanding of certain concepts, whether it's real or fake, kind of science or mathematics or physics. Just something, like, have a bunch of levels, layers, add so many trophies too. Just some of them are super difficult. Maybe make it like even add hidden ones, so like that's almost on the back of their mind too. Like, oh, I don't think you need the hidden trophies though to get a platinum, from what I've understood. I don't believe so. I think that the hidden ones are just there for like fun, bragging rights, but I don't think that. Because I think the hidden ones, You have to like get lucky to find, or you have to like look them up. I'd rather just explore every corner of a game and never get the hidden trophy than get the hidden trophy from watching a YouTube video. I don't care if I never get the hidden trophy. I hate looking up guides. I've done it in the past. Whether it was how to beat a certain level on a certain difficulty or where to find something. I don't regret it that much, but you know, it's not something I ever want to do again. It's not for me. When people tell me where things are, I don't even like spoilers. I mean, spoilers or whatever. I guess it depends on how important the thing is for me. I don't watch too many movies myself. Video games, I don't even play too many of the like different video games, so I don't know. But yeah, I don't even remember where I last like started to not. I think it was the second to last level. I'm just gonna try this one real quick. I'm gonna do one more run, and if I die, I'll just run through the whole thing, and then I'm gonna dip. I don't know, I'll probably play Garfield Racing or something. Or I've been playing Ratchet Deadlocked. I've been streaming it, like, so I'm not able to stream it on here because I'm streaming the game itself. But I've been trying to 100% and get all the trophies in that game. It's so fun. It's Ratchet Deadlocked is my favorite game of all time. You know, just the thought of it makes me feel good. It's got everything I like. It's Ratchet and Clank, which is my favorite game series. It's always been my favorite game series, and it always will be. You know, probably to the grave. I mean, there's nothing that I don't think I think it's impossible because I don't think it's about. I don't think that there can be a certain kind of game that would just make me, because it's almost like I have a marriage kind of level of love, like a committed loyalty of like true deep forever love and connection to this, almost like it was like a woman or somebody I married, right? It's hard to explain. It's just I've always grown up with it. It's the first game that I truly like fell deeply in love with, and I just everything about it holistically is beautiful to me. I love the quirky corniness, you know, the sort of like Sigma edgy darkness, you know, all the characters. It's like goofy and cute, but also darky and edgy, and it's fun. Ah, see there's the characters, just the way they talk. I love the writing, you know, the dialogue, the voices for the characters. I love everything. I don't know. I don't think it's just me liking enough things where everything just is great. I like where the characters are located, the sequence of the story. It doesn't matter which game, the first game, second game. I even love the games that people hate. I don't even care. I have my favorites by far, obviously. You know, Deadlock. So many people don't even, actually a lot of people don't even like Deadlock. I just like it because I'm a huge fan of like that metal, dark edginess. I don't know if I ever see myself getting tattoos or piercings. Not a huge fan of body modifications. At least when it comes to permanent body, modifications. But you know, I'll get like a fake tattoo or fake piercings, but I ain't gonna get no. I don't want to permanently like stain or brand or puncture myself. You know, and even if I want to fix it, that's another problem in itself. It's like it's expensive, it's a process, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna suck. It's also feels, you know, body modifying yourself and also fixing it are both like artificial processes. I like being all natural to some degree, you know. I'll clean up, but I won't, you know, puncture myself. I don't want to do anything to like improve myself, quote unquote. There's nothing that I have to really do that I can't do to improve myself, and I'm already a healthy, good-looking young man, so you know, I can't complain. You know, even if it was free, like, what the hell? If I could wave a magic wand, fuck, I liked myself way too much. You know, even if I couldn't make changes to myself, you know, I love where I am. But knowing that I could naturally is good enough. Whether I'm experimenting on what could change myself for the better or improve myself. Because at the end of the day, one thing everybody needs to understand, change is something that anybody can do, and we go through our whole lives. It's all about, it's just that negative change speeds up as you get older, and positive change slows down. You can cheat and do things to slow down the negative and increase the positive, and it just gets harder, you know, you gotta be more disciplined. And that's why you got like a lot of great looking people at older ages and they live a long life. You know, it's probably why even some people that don't take care of their bodies throughout their whole life live a long time, because they do enough things to counteract that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a genetic thing too there, but the genetics ties into what also maybe their past and or more than likely maybe what their parents have done in their history. So genetics is you know, it's interesting how people say genetics and this and that, because even when you do throw genetics in there, genetics basically spawns from your history of your ancestors when what they did, because they're the way they are because of their environment. At the end of the day, genetics is just a reflection of your environment. So, and then of course your environment affects you, like where you are and who you are now. So, environment's fucking everything. Genetics is just a reflection. You know, I mean, genetics is an environmental thing too. I mean, you know, it's crazy. I can get pretty deep in this stuff. I hope my one viewer has questions. I can answer all them shit. Well, I mean, I can answer a lot. I can give you my theories too. The way I kind of got like that Elon Musk mindset, where he sort of like looks down, he looks at like the fundamental bits of understanding things. Like he goes to like physics and chemistry. You know, he goes to like the starting point of things instead of just like, you know, like when it comes to a car, it's nice to know like what materials, like what material is your, not just like what parts your car is using, but what materials they're made out of and how are they made, and, you know, the chemical process of all that. Because then you really understand the durability and the efficiency of it too. It goes with the fuel, you know, paint, the metal, everything. Food, it doesn't matter if it's food or if it's kind of like on a similar note, my dad used to do handyman work all the time. He still does. He's always going to do handyman work. But, you know, he makes sure that he doesn't just... He'll take a long time sometimes to get a project done because he wants to make sure that thing will last forever. Like, he won't just, like, roof your house, but he'll make sure he puts, this tar-like substance to make sure that it solidifies a nice coating that will never cause a leak, and he'll make sure that it, you know, he'll do everything anyone else would do to roof a house, but he'll add an extra layer of protection so it lasts like 5 more years or 10 more years. Like, you know, people would just throw a tarp up there and put like caulk and paste and whatever. You know, my dad's gonna put like this super durable, water resistant, invincible like tar liquid. I forgot what it was called. But he'll also put like the Flex Seal on there as well. I think it's on the roofing. I forgot where he used the Flex Seal. Like, my dad's really he's Megamind when it comes to that stuff. Jimmy Neutron when it comes to handyman work. And you know, he doesn't necessarily. I don't think he knows like everything about the physics or the chemistry, and he knows everything he needs to know. Like it's a lot of you don't really need to know like that stuff too much. It's not like he's building a rocket ship. You know, he's fixing a house. You can kind of like you don't have to be that like specific. He's not building skyscrapers. You know, he's like so he's just as but he's got an eye for measurements and geometry and math. He's got a brain for math too. He's got a calculator in his head, man. So he has everything he needs. You know. Uh, legs itchy. Ooh. Who is this? One viewer. I'm curious. Say something, please. Make yourself known. My microphone works. Does the microphone work? It should work. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go anyway. I gotta use the restroom. Alright. Hope you enjoyed this stream. You have a great rest of your day, individual. I gotta go.